YouTube, hello world. Basically, I've been asked to give you guys a little detail about the history leading up to Udig with G-Force, with Bobo, with Gino, with Quincy, with all of the legends and the people in the history of juking. Basically, in high school at Raleigh, Egypt, me and Daniel attended the same high school, and we used to be rivals in talent shows back in the 9th and 10th grade. My group name was Tarek and Rome. Um, Daniel had a group that consisted of 3 other guys, and we competed consistently. Now, this was actually before New Age Gangster Walkers was started, way before G-Force was even thought of. At that particular time, Daniel was not what he is today. Man, I can only say that Daniel has made a 360 turnaround, and now today he is definitely one of the best on the floor.
Yeah.
All right, moving on along. We competed a lot. The thing is that what we brought to the game, the juking world anyway, community rather, is the entertainment piece. We really emphasize on entertainment, and man, we won about 8 or 9 first place titles over the course of about 3 to 4 years. And again, juking is nothing new to me. I'm not new at all, but a lot of people don't know my history in it. But here in the city and among all of the other jukers, they know because a lot of them actually grew up being inspired by me and Rome. But at that particular time, Rome was the man. You know, he was one of the leading jukers in the city and one that used to do a lot of competitions. Me, myself, I just played on the back end, of course, with the business and just doing what needed to be done to get to that next level. So my focus was to entertain. It was a lot of controversy because we did a lot of choreography with juking, in which people really didn't take to it very well because it was actually before its time. But even though it was before its time, it was well accepted by the audience and the judges. So I mean, we won about 9 to 10 championships, and this was before. What the history is on the actual competitions around the city. You had Sean Gunn that was doing talent shows, and in addition to that, you had Jay Bizzle doing talent shows. And we were winning first place before they had actually started categories. So they had singing categories, rapping categories, and so forth. And they had a juking category too. We were winning first place before they had categories. Overall, I mean over gospel singers, and you know, I love gospel, I'm a Christian, but we were winning first place over them as well as singers and, you know, dance groups and whatnot. And we were doing it all through the city. In that particular time, even though I said Dane was, you know, inspired by us, and that's what had him motivated, well, we were one of his inspirations to get to that next level. And then you also had Keyshawn, and you had Dre, you had Bobo. In that same era as Bobo, we were in that same era, and we competed with Bobo a lot in a lot of talent shows. And him and Rome used to go at it and had their competitions and their one-on-ones as well. We were, to my knowledge, and please, hopefully, I may be probably like 90% sure of it, that we were also probably, you know, one of the first to sell VHS recorded footage of our shows, along with Bobo back in that day. And we were doing pretty good off selling them after Trump, and we were doing significantly well. We traveled a lot out of the city actually to do different events, whether it be corporate or just you know, hip hop events in other cities. After that, one once I graduated from Raleigh, Egypt, and Daniel had went over to Middle College, Tennessee, I think it was, and he went over there. And at that time, once I had graduated, I kind of just faded away from juking because I was an adult now, and it's time to do the adult thing, pay the bills, get a family. Uh, but at any rate, I drove trucks for about 2 years. Couldn't stand it, hated it. Definitely wanted to be an entrepreneur my entire life. Didn't exactly know what I wanted to pursue. So once I came off the road, I started Udig.